Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to work on a 6-cylinder W124 convertible that came to us as a non-runner. Why it came to us as a non-runner, I'm going to show you right now. So I would say we just stop talking and get right to work. You ready? Let's go. Now we already opened the hood and the obvious already came out, meaning the engine harness is definitely broke. You can see right here for the airflow sensor, wires are completely falling apart, not even existent anymore. Same with each and every plug that we actually touch. So throttle body will most likely be the same, as we can already see down there that nobody actually tried to touch it up. Also pretty interesting, the car, last time this car was legally on the road was 2019, so it had to be sitting for a while now. And once we opened the trunk, what we found already is another sign of somebody tried to, fix something to make it work. So the pump for fuel pump has been out, has been replaced. This is new, and I actually heard it once the ignition was on. But pretty cool fun fact, the car actually looks nice. I mean, it looks, well, not nice, it looks okay, I would say. It looks perfectly fine. Paint is okay. Rust wise, I have not seen it from underneath yet, but it looks really good. Crazy fun fact is that if this happens to be the original dash, this car convertible, to remind you guys, has been running for 413,000 kilometers. That is a whole lot of kilometers for a convertible, so somebody has been using this car a lot. We haven't done anything to this car yet besides just pushing it in here, which was a pain already, but it doesn't make sense to start worrying about what could possibly already have gone wrong or other problems. We're going to start with our job, which is taking off these wires, taking off the throttle body, taking off the alternator harness, replacing everything, putting it back in, and we'll actually start working from there. Maybe the car will start running afterwards. This is actually going to be pretty interesting to see for you guys if our magic will actually make this thing run. I can show you that it's not running, so you don't say that we actually prepared something that it's not there. So here you have the example. Car is on the lift already, but it's, so you can hear that it actually tries to start, but it's not going to. So we'll see. Let's see if we can make this car run again. Let's go.
I could wait 1,000 days. You never wait for me. You never wait for me. Even when I ran away, you're all that I could see. You're all that I could see. When I could hardly walk on my own, I had to lift myself out of the trench below. Haven't I suffered enough to let you go? You're all that you, I don't want, I had you gone. Right, you're all that you, anyone know that. Right, you're all that you, I had you gone. Right, you're all that you, anyone know that.
The engine harness is out, it's on the floor. The throttle body is out, it's on the floor. You can see it's dirty, even though I need to tell you guys that there are signs that somebody already tried to fix certain areas of this car, probably in order for it to start running, but it didn't work. Also, the alternator harness is almost out. I just need to pull it up from above, so everything is taken apart. And now remember when I told you guys that this car actually looks pretty good from the outside for its mileage, for its kilometers? Well, this is a prime example of cars that look good from further away, but if you really take a closer look, there's so much money and so much work that is gonna have to be put in this car for it to be decent or in good shape. Why I say this, let me get a lamp so I can show you right away. The whole front axle, take a look at this. This car has been sitting for a while. Take a look at all of this. Take a look at, yeah, well, just take a look, I guess. Somebody tried to mess with brake and fuel lines. I don't even know if this is legal to get the German TÜV. Those are just like fittings that actually are put on the old pipes just for it to work. Now the rear axle actually looks kind of decent. So also, well, decent, I guess. Somebody tried to replace some springs, some rubbers, put some paint over it. All in all, difficult. All in all, really difficult situation where, well, I guess our job is to make this car run again. But this is a prime example of actually the car that's sitting in the back that is for sale now, or probably already sold. I don't know whenever this video comes out, but this one has zero rust and not so many kilometers away from this one. So this one has been running too, but honestly, day and night. If you take a look at this one underneath, crazy, never seen anything like it. I'm talking too much. Let's get to work and overhaul all of these parts, put them back into the car, and let's see if this thing will actually start up. Let's go. As you guys can see, probably on my beard, that it is another day. We actually finished up all the overhauling. So as you can see right here, this used to be the old wires of the throttle body. You probably remember how it looked before as far as cleaning wise. It is all super nice, clean, and ready to be put back in. Same with the engine harness. It's right here. All the wires are brand new, so this is done perfectly fine. Same with the alternator harness. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it even better. This one is ready to be put back into the car, so it is actually pretty early. I'm gonna just start working on it, put everything back in, and then we will see if this thing will actually start up or not. So everything is back in place. I've kind of just like threw it in there because honestly guys, I do not believe that this car will just start up on first turn. Just because, I don't know, maybe experience or my inner me is telling me that this is not going to be an easy fix, but we'll see. I mean, like I said, everything is back in. You can see now, new wiring harness is inside, throttle body all the way down there. Zip ties and everything are still missing. Cover is missing here, cover is missing here. Still need to put the battery in. Wiring harness goes all the way back there. The starter harness goes down there. I hope I put everything back together the right way, but I'm pretty sure I did. So like I said, let's put the battery back in, try to turn the key, and see if this car will actually start up or not. Let's see. Well, as you guys saw, I was right. Maybe I jinxed myself. First thing we're gonna do is actually change the this relay right here. This is like a common issue on these cars when they burn down or when they actually give up, that this has to be replaced. I don't even know the English exact word for it. In German it's called the Überspannschutzrelais. Pretty difficult word actually for all you foreigners out there. But what we're gonna do is actually, because we have those in stock, I'm gonna replace one of these things, and then maybe that'll do the trick before we actually start reading out any error codes or digging deeper into this car. Let's see. That's an easy fix. We'll try it, see if it'll work. Old one is out, new one is in. Let's give it another try. Battery's back inside. See if this thing will fire up right now. Let's see, so I can take you guys here. Okay, I don't know if you guys heard it. It wants to start. It gave it a little try, but it's not quite there yet. Let's see if we have some spark on each and every cylinder, and then we can see. Or maybe, you know what, let's take out one of these spark plugs and see how they look. Okay, so car still does not want to start running. What did I do so far? I took out one of the plugs, spark plugs. I already put it back in because it looked okay. It actually looked new, so somebody already replaced all the plugs. But you can tell that there's no fuel coming to the spark plug. So it is actually dark. It's looking black. It's like burnt. Also, I checked the rail and see how much fuel is actually coming through. Now, if we turn on the ignition, there's supposed to be a certain level of fuel coming out. And as you can see right now, there's fuel coming. So I would say that I guess that the pump is working. What I'm going to do next is actually change this sensor, this fuel sensor. I guess you call it fuel sensor in English, I'm not sure. But this is actually supposed to give a certain amount of pressure to actually fire in all the cylinders. So yeah, easy change, easy replacement. I will just change this one up to a one that I know it's working, and then we'll see if this car will actually do something else than not start. We'll see. So guys, sorry for not taking you every step, but I'll get you updated right now as we speak. So the car is running. It's going to be super loud, but you can see it is running. I have fuel pump relays. I have this Überspannschutzrelais. I've changed all the modules that I could think of that are still problematic with all the stuff from underneath the car. Let me just turn it off. So it still doesn't run smooth, if you actually ask me. There's still some knocking going on, but I guess the car has been sitting forever. But it's running, so that was our job. So what did I do? I hope you guys understood what I just said, so I don't have to repeat myself. We took out the fuel pump, or let's say there was a fuel pump in the trunk. I looked at it. That's not the one that's supposed to be in the car, so I went underneath, took the cover off. So I took the multimeter and actually measured everything back there, and I didn't receive anything, which was crazy as it is. So I changed the relays, then I finally got something, but the pump was totally stuck to nothing, so it was not running at all. So I gave it a little juice with the battery itself, so you can see I took it back out. I gave it a little juice right at the back. I heard that the fuel pump started to run again, so it actually started to run. So it kind of like loosened up, which is just like a quick fix, but hey, let's see if it'll do it again. Yep, works. Perfect. So that was it. I guess the fuel pump was dead. It was shock. It even knocking didn't help. So yeah, let's finish this up, clean everything up, because this looks like a hot mess right now. And then yeah, let's get this car back on the road. Last but not least, let me show you guys how it looks now that it's finished. You can see that those parts were broken before we got them. I don't know if you remember, but the harness when it came was outside laying on top of the engine. Now it's back where it's supposed to be. Those two things were missing, so we put some regular screws in there and actually painted them black, so it kind of looks like original. I mean, it's the best thing we could have done as far as what we're working with right now. But all the wires here perfectly fine, connected back to where they belong, and this car is still running. So like I already said, we did our job, and then there's another one that well, whatever the destiny of this car is, we shall see. It's hard for me to say, it's hard for me to judge. I don't want to judge about this car because I know for a fact there's a lot of work that somebody has to put in order it to be decent. I guess that's the end of the video. I hope you like what I've done or what we've done. If you have any questions about this particular engine, about this particular car, if you have any wishes, what you want to see in next videos that it's different, supposed to be different, or if you want me to keep doing the same thing that I'm doing already, you know that we have some videos in German and in English as well, so there's videos for all of you guys out there. But yeah, subscribe to this channel. I hope you liked it. If so, give me a thumbs up, comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Fresh.